Awesome. Excellent. Good morning, my wonderful lives here. We're going live. Thanks for being here with me. I see you over here on TikTok, so come on in. Tell me where you're coming in from. I see you here on YouTube. So welcome in. How is your day going today? This is Saturday, and are you in the middle of that Arctic blast thing coming? I did a post about that this morning over on my TikTok channel here, and it's kind of like it's a batten down the hatches type situation going on here for most of us that are not familiar with that type of weather at all. So I hope everyone stays safe. Hope you get to keep your power. There's supposed to be, I don't know, 200 million people that are going to be affected by this freeze blast that's coming through. So stay safe and make sure that you're okay. And I wanted to talk to you just a little bit about this is the advantages of working from home, why I work from home, and what I do to make my income, no matter what's happening out there in the outside world, because I don't have to get in my car and go to work every day. And I didn't have to anyway because I'd managed to retire from corporate, but it was kind of like, thank goodness I have something else going on. I have a little plan B, it could be plan A for a lot of people, tucked in my back pocket that makes income for me without me having to get out there in the nasty weather or without me having to worry about places that are shut down. So you can't get to them and you can't do what you normally need to do to make your income. And it's such a stress reliever. It's so much more relaxing for me and for you if you knew you had a plan B or something that you could fall back on when all kind of stuff starts to go awry, like the weather. Oh my gosh, where did this come from? Right now we just have rain here in the South Houston area, but it's supposed to get really, really nasty and really bad. So far we still have connection. So I'm here. I'm able to be with you and talk to you guys and say good morning and let me know over here on YouTube where you're coming in from and what's going on. And I can see the chat. And same with you guys over here on TikTok. I'm so glad that you're here. And I mostly help sensitive, heart-led people and entrepreneurs and those of us that easily shut ourselves down when something doesn't go right, like the weather, and you just want to go get in a hole and crawl away and let everything else dissolve around you. But life is not like that, is it? So come on in, let me know where you're here. And if you've been trying to make money online, do you even have an online business? Do you have one you can depend on like I do? Do you have something, have you even thought about it? Do you even know what it's like to have an online business and it's digital so you don't have to mail stuff out? So when weather is like this, you don't have to depend on shipping something to somebody. There's so many advantages for actually starting your own online business that is digital. But you have to have the right program, the right product to sell, and the right mentoring and the right training to back you up so that you're not dealing with it all on your own. Because when you're a super sensitive person like me and you feel like you're left out in the woods and in the weeds trying to figure it all out on your own, I just stop. I just stop. But when you stop like that, for me, how often does that stop your income? Yeah. So if you've been trying to make money online, I'm here to help you, help give you some ideas, give you some little thoughts to go through, maybe some ways you could look at certain things and see if it's the right thing for you. May not be, but it might be. What happens if it is? So if you feel tired and you're scattered, you're overwhelmed, and nothing's consistent, and you are posting, you're trying to get something going on in social media, whatever platform you're on, listen closely. This is for you today. This is for my beautiful heart-led people here and all my wonderful, wonderful friends here on TikTok and YouTube. So you're not lazy. And don't even start to think that because we tend to. We tend to think, I just need to, I'm lazy. I didn't get anything done today. Well, maybe it's because you're on overload. Have you thought about that? Are you on overload? Absolutely, we get on overload too easy. And the best way to do it is also you're not broken because you can't see clearly. because you're on overload and you're in the middle of the mess. You're in the middle of the whole thing. It's like you can't see the forest for the trees, right? And your brain has too many tabs open. Let's talk computer language for our brain. I know it's an organ, but you have too many tabs open. And when you have too many tabs open, your income freezes right along with you, right along with the weather. You don't need your income to freeze. You need your income to keep coming in regularly. So when you get here, tell me hi. Let me know where you're coming in from and how are you dealing with the weather today? You know, the hard freeze is not supposed to hit till tonight. And for us in Texas, I know all of you Northerners are going, oh, hard freeze, poor woman. Listen to her. Well, we don't know how to handle it. Well, if you're used to it, you're used to it. But when you're not, you just don't know how to handle it, do you? It's kind of like, oh, crazy stuff, crazy. And the drivers, oh my God, don't get on the road. Don't. Don't even think about getting on the road here in the Houston area for when the weather's like this. Just rain will throw some people off because people are crazy when they drive, aren't they? It's like craziness is out there. And when the weather is acting up, it feels like the crazy is turned up like 6 notches, on high go crazy time. It's like get out of the way, stay home, work your at home business, work your online digital marketing business, and know that when somebody finds what you have for them and they like it and they want to go buy it, and you figured out an easy way for them to easy get there to buy it, they get it right away. Digital. It's sent to them. Nothing to do with you. How does that feel? Nothing to do with you. It's one of those sayings that I've always heard when I was coaching. It's like, what you think about me, your opinion of me is not my business because I know me and I know what I'm doing. So this is how I want you to feel about your online business. You know you. Let's get you into knowing what you're doing. Okay. Does that make sense? So I'm going to show you why doing so much work, you keep doing all this work and you're not getting paid. Why is that happening? And it's not because you're not trying hard enough. Why do you think it is? I can talk to this because this was me. This is everything that I've experienced. This is exactly me. So, hi, YouTube. I keep looking over here because I'm watching the chat because the chat is a little bit further over from the camera. So, I have a camera here for YouTube and a camera here for TikTok, and then the chat over here. So, my friends, if you see me going squirrel, I'm not going squirrel. I'm trying to keep up with you. And down here, I'm looking down here to see what's going on there. If you got something to tell me, to talk to me about, let me know. If you're in the middle of all this craziness right now with the weather, it's taking over so many states right now. So, and I really feel for everybody that's in it, including me. My family has battened down the hatches. My kids are all over and they've all called, Mom, you got this, you did this, have you done that? Yeah, 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 yeah. You need to come stay at our place. No, 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 I'm staying right here where I'm comfortable. So I have kids that are wonderful. They always try to look out for me. Do you? Are you got somebody looking out for you? Because I'm looking out for you right now. So don't think I'm not. So let's talk about why you're not making online. It's because you've got you're trying to run 12 strategies at one time. May not feel like it, but your income, lack of income is showing it's that. Are 12 different directions at the same time. So your brain and your nervous system, they just like shut down. It's like, nope, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're going to shut down. We're leaving you hanging high and dry. So you know that moment. This is how it happens when you're on the phone or you're on the computer and you have 27 tabs open. All these tabs open. One tab's on YouTube. How to make money online. Yep, gotta watch that one. Yep, I'm gonna keep that one open. And then another tab is on TikTok. So what should I post today? So that's another, it's not necessarily tabs that you've got open, but it's tabs that your brain's got open because your brain's on overload. You're constantly getting stuff, information in here. And how are you sectioning that? Or are you even sectioning that? Or is it all like coming in at one time? So that TikTok, what should I post today? What should I post today, TikTok? What should I do on YouTube today? And one tab is a free training. And you're thinking about, yep, oh yeah, free training. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. I'm going to come back to that one, right? I'm going to remember that one. So that's another tab you got open in your brain going on. And then you have Canva. If you're familiar with Canva and you're doing any business online, it's your great place to make little graphics right quick to put out there. So then you got Canva weighing heavy, another tab open in your brain. Or you maybe have a CapCut that helps you edit things, another tab open in your brain. But the biggest one that's really weighing heavy is the tab you have open in your brain for your bank account. It's kind of like, oh, look at that. It's only going lower and lower and lower, and I want it to go up and up and up. And then, because you've got all that open on your phone, so your brain and your phone, same thing, then your phone freezes. Your brain freezes. Your phone freezes. And it goes into that spinning cycle because it's frozen. And you're like tapping that screen, hit that screen, hit that screen, trying to make it work. And you're like, hello, hello, I need you to work. I need you to work. I'm working so hard that I need you to work. And it's kind of like crud because you got to shut everything down. You have to shut everything down. That's what's happening to so many of you good people here online today. It's because you're trying to do everything at once. Way too many cooks in the kitchen, way too many irons in the fire. Your brain is like, hold up, time out, we're buffering. Now that buffering may take a short while. If you're an empath and super sensitive like me, it sometimes can take me a week. That's a week that I didn't make income because I completely stepped away from everything because I'd had enough. And here's what nobody talks about. No. When you've been overloaded for too long, you can't even see what's happening anymore. You can't. It's that saying like, you can't see the forest for the trees, right? Does that make sense? You can't see the forest for the trees trying to survive, trying to figure it out, trying to make it work. And you've been there so long, you don't even realize that you're stuck right smack dab in the middle of the chaos. You can't see squat. And you don't need more information. You just don't. You don't need another 4-hour training. Shut down some of those tabs. You don't need that. Sometimes you just need someone to lovingly tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, 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 come back. Breathe, relax, step back a second. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you. I just want to make sure that you take a step back and you take that breath, and then you can start looking at it with fresh eyes. Okay? And then you're going to see, you're going to go, wait, why didn't I see this before? Because the answer's simple. The answer's simple, but you're in too deep to see it. And it is, you don't know it. You just don't know it if you don't know it. So I'm going to share with you what's going on. And the hardest part is you haven't been sitting around doing nothing. Now, have you? No, that's why you got too many tabs open in your brain and on your computer and on your phone. So welcome coming in. Let me know where you're coming in from. Welcome in over here on YouTube. I'm glad that you're here. But you're trying. You're watching videos. You're saving posts. You're rewriting those captions. You want to get them just right. And you're starting over because in what all you're doing, you end up losing your place. And then it ends up going away because it froze. So then you have to start over again. And you think about it constantly, constantly, constantly. And still secretly, we're wondering, why am I doing all this work? Why am I doing all this work and nothing is coming back? Nothing. And that hurts. That hurts because you're a good person. I know you're a good person. That's why I'm here spending time with you. And you're not trying to scam anybody. You just want peace, stability, a little breathing room in your bank account. And you want to stop feeling like the money is always eluding you, always going out, always going out, always going out, and never coming in. And I was there, like I was there too. And it's not a great place to be in. I was there until I found this little classroom that taught me how to make money online. And I'm so glad I did. And I'll share that with you if you want to know about it. Just let me know. I'll be happy to share it with you. But the truth is, nobody says gently that you don't have an effort problem. You don't. You have a simplicity problem. Now think about that. And then when you're in the middle of all the chaos and in the middle of the forest for all the trees, do you even think about simplifying? And simplicity doesn't mean basic. Simplicity is what allows your brain, your body, your nervous system to stay calm enough to actually follow through to something that will work for you. And because when you're sensitive or an empath and a super sensitive and a heart led entrepreneur, when you're an entrepreneur, you want to help everybody, 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 everybody. You have to scale that back down. And maybe you're one that's been accused of wearing your heart on your sleeve. Oh, you cry too easy. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Get toughen up. You have to toughen up. Well, wearing your heart on your sleeve is not a bad thing because you're a heart led person and you're not planning on tricking anybody or leading anybody down the path of no return. And the problem with it's there's no problem with you being sensitive, but for you, confusion doesn't always feel like a small thing. Like I said before, confusion can be a full body shutdown, like it was for me. So come on in here, YouTube. Tell me where you're coming in from. We are sharing why it is that you're doing everything online all the time and still not making the right money. How are you going? Is everybody okay? Good. I just want to check in, make sure everything's looking fine, doing good. Perfect. So this is why clarity feels like a little miracle. Now, you may not believe in magic, but I believe in magic. And I love magic. And I see magic in everything every day long. In fact, I wear these earrings today. You see these? This is my sparkly, fun version of snowflakes. Because we got snow, we got ice coming. So here's my little ice dangles and here's snowflakes. That's my translation for that because I believe in magic. And I want you to lighten up too. Know that there's wonder in everything that is there for you and that you're part of that wonder. So it's not because when you're a regular 3D thinker, it's not magic. I'm beyond a 3D thinker, actually, and I think you are too. But it's because you've been carrying that mental overload for so long and your brain has not had a chance to reset. You have to give it that reset time. So when somebody finally, like me, or someone else you find like me, that gives you a simple path, your whole body starts to relax. Yeah? You just can breathe. It starts to relax. And then you can finally think again. You can think clearly again. And you can stop spiraling on and on and on, spiraling over and over and over. But then you can start to see clearly. And that's when you stop freezing. And that's when you start moving and making positive action start showing up for you. So I'm going to give you something that you actually can use. I call it the 3-tab rule. Instead of all those tabs open everywhere, you don't need that. Let's talk about the 3-tab rule, okay? And it's one thing. You just need one clear offer. One clear offer. And it's the one thing that people can say yes to easily. One clear offer. For me, that's the legacy builders. One clear offer. Say yes to it. Once you see everything, you can say yes, say no. Easy peasy. No worry. One clear message. So people instantly understand, oh, well, she's giving me a good message. I feel like she's talking to me because I the weather like it is, I can't get out. but I still need income. And because I can't get out, I can't make my income. She's talking to me. She's going to share with me a way that I could do some other way to make an income. One clear message. Okay. Tab number 3 is one clear next step. So you don't have to have everybody guessing what they need to do next. Because when people have to guess, when your people have to guess, they leave. And when you think, and then it's about your content, but it's not. When people leaving, you're worried, my content's not right enough. But it's not about the content. It's like you didn't direct them to the right next clear step of where they need to go. Easy peasy, 111. So legacy, that's why I love to use a legacy. I love legacy. That's my solution for everything. Legacy just isn't about making money thing. It's not just about making money. Now you make good money. We got 56,000 people in our community that will testify to that. Make good money in the legacy building. But what you get is the number one highest in demand work from home category, product, industry, whatever you want to call it, that's out there right now, that's streaming and trending since last year or year before, which is the e-learning platform system, e-learning. So when you come into legacy, you're getting all that e-learning. You have an e-learning system that teaches you digital marketing, social media, whatever you want to for whatever business you want to do. And if you want to do some of the legacy business, that's done for you too. So with the e-learning training, it's you just get the real skills you can use to market anything. And the beautiful part is you also get the master resale rights to resell it. And you're given that as a gift. You didn't buy that. You're buying your training. It's just the same as if you went to college and you paid tuition for an e-learning program and you're in 101 and you've got to pay tuition again for 102 and then you got to pay a tuition again for 201 in college because there a lot of it is about e-learning. So you're doing e-learning, you're buying that training, but you only had to buy it one time and you get the training from A to Z. And then you get, oh, this is new. So this is A, an additional addition to Z, additional addition. If you were in college taking an e-learning course about doing something else, you'd have to pay for each little change, each little thing. So you're buying massive training. And you take that at your own pace. Don't let that overload you. Take it step by step, easy, easy. So welcome coming in. Let me know where you're coming in from and how are you handling this awful weather. I'm so glad that you're here because right now we're in, I guess you could say, we're in the eye of the storm. You know, we're in hurricane country here. So we know what it feels like when you're in the eye of the storm. And it's kind of like what we're experiencing right here in the Houston area. We're in the eye of the storm. So let's get back to what I was telling you about master resale rights and how you have that is a gift because you've purchased an e-learning training, which is the number one trending thing to sell from home for last few years anyway. The whole thing again about with these master resale rights for the legacy builder, you get 100% profit. So it's no inventory, there's no shipping, no product creation at all. And you don't have to go through the panic of, okay, so I got this, I've learned this training, I know what to do, but what do I sell? We got you. You got 4 different things you can choose from. Actually, you got 10 different products you can choose from, and it's up to you to choose. Just look at it and see which one fits your budget, which one fits your energy field, which one you like to start with and advance to, because you're going to want them all eventually. Why wouldn't you want 10 income streams? Why wouldn't you want 10 different ways for people to find you and make money from you when you're not able to go out and go to work or do anything else? So with legacy, it's just one clear path you can follow. And for empaths, super sensitives, that is everything. Absolutely everything. Because we don't need more noise. We don't need more noise. We need things to be simplified. We need things to be easy peasy. We need things to be clear. So just remember, you're in that number one e-learning business that people are looking for everywhere. It's being searched everywhere. How to make business online, right? And you're guilty on that. And you can find a course or you can find a training that will be given to you automatically, digitally. That's e-learning, e-learning. But why wouldn't you want an skill and tools for learning marketing, online marketing, or digital marketing, or anything else to promote your business, whatever business you're in, or have a business ready to go for you that you can just use those skills, techniques that you just learned to market yourself and resell the product you just bought and you get 100% profit. So it's not MLM and it's not affiliate marketing. You get 100%. You don't get 25%. You don't get 50%. You don't get 80%. You get 100% with every sale. And when you give them different when you give your people that find you different price point options, then they feel more comfortable deciding to purchase something with you. And whatever it is, it goes straight into your bank account, whatever level they decide to come in at, straight into your bank account. And then you're there. The millionaire mentor that created this whole thing is going to do training, mentoring every day with your new client and with you. So you're in it together. You're not ever in this business alone. So I just want to make sure that you understood that. It's kind of like it's a great, not only is it a great starting place for beginners, but it's a great place for advanced marketers because we have several that have come into our community that's like, oh, I've done this for years and years and years, and this is the best program I have found. And they testify that to that. And we have all those wins already inside the community. It's another thing you're going to get. You'll get part of our 56,000 in a community who's always there to show up and help you. Whenever you need something, you just put a question in. You'll get it answered. Out of 56,000 people in there that are doing this, you don't think that you're going to get the answer? We have multiple 6 and 7 figure earners in there already that will show up and do some of the training and the teaching with you. E-learning. It's all and it's digital. Digital is the way the world is going. If you're not doing it, you need to really take a look at that. Why aren't you doing it? So, my loves, if you want this simple beginner plan, this little blueprint that I've been talking to you about that got me started in this, just you can go up here to the link in my bio. You'll see it. It says Loving My Daily Pay. Just drop your email in there so that you can get the blueprint. And when you get it, you'll see that little, it's called Freedom Formula, the Freedom Formula blueprint. And when you get the blueprint and you look at all the stuff there, take it easy. Decide which and if anyone that you want. And if you don't feel like you want any of it, that's great too. Maybe you're not ready for it right now. You don't have to be ready for it right now. So just go to the bottom of that email you got from me and just unsubscribe. It's no big. I am just grateful. I'm proud of you that you took a moment and you went in there up to the link in my bio here and the link in my bio here on TikTok and put your email in there so I could at least send it to you so you'd have an idea of maybe what if this could help you. What if we're so used to the what ifs. It's not going to work. Well, it's not going to work, but what if it did work? What if it just happened to hit you just right? What if it was the exact same thing that you're looking for? So come on in if you just joined. We've been going over how come you've been doing so much and you're not still making money online, but you're doing too much. So I'm talking about how you can scale that down, talking about the 3 tabs that are important and that your brain is on overload when you got so many tabs open. Extra tabs, the only ones that matter is one offer, one message, one next step. And then that stops you from freezing. That stops you from moving away completely. That stops you from totally shutting down. And it gives you a way to feel comfortable and you start to move. You start carrying on. So let's be real. What if it feels like you've been trying to figure it out and you keep trying to figure it out and life is still lifing and stuff is not working for you? Bills are showing up. Family needs things. Energy. Energy is what matters. And I can tell you this, when you don't know, you don't know because you're stuck in the middle of the forest with all the trees. So I want to share with you a little thing, an example. Um, I used to live in the woods, believe it or not. I'm a city girl. But for a time there, I lived in the woods in the middle of 122 acres. And my husband would come in from work. Now he worked, it was an hour drive away, an hour back. So he was gone a lot. And I had three little kids at home. And he liked to do things because he was a creative person too. And he would start building something and he would start doing something. And we lived in an A-frame with a lake in the middle of the woods, 122 acres. Me and my three little kids, he'd be gone. And then he would come back and be late at night. He'd only have the weekends to do something that he liked to do. And he liked to build things. He liked to do things. And I was running the household. I didn't have this online business. I was trying to do what I needed to do to help the household expenses. And he did one thing. He would always start something. He would get something started and he'd get interrupted and he wouldn't get back to it. And then he would have to go back to work and come back. And when he'd come back the next weekend ready, he would start something else and get interrupted. And so there's all these different building projects there on the lower deck, because we lived in A-frame right by the lake, that was started and all over the place. And then we had a stairway from the lower deck to the upper deck and from the dock to the deck, these different steps up. One of my friends came to visit one day. We lived out in the middle of the woods, so I had to go get her and bring her across the field, bring her in. And I lived in it. I was in the middle of the forest and for all the trees, I couldn't see what was right in front of me. And she walked in one day and she looked at that deck out there with this stairway, good, and the next stairway, not so good. And she said, "What's going on? You got stairs going to nothing. You got all this stuff built here and you have a stairway to nowhere. What's going on?" And I didn't ever see that. I didn't ever see that until she told me. And then I looked at it. And that's what I'm here to tell you. It's like you got too many things going on. You need someone to say, "Hey, step back. Take a look at this. This is what I see." And then there you're gonna be like I was. It's like, "Oh, wow, I see that now. You're right." So then we started simplifying. I wouldn't let him start any other new projects until he completed what was there. So you need to know I'm just here to give you something that's simple enough that you can actually do it. And I hope that makes sense. And you may relate to my story because it goes on and on and on and on. Because there's always going to be something that you're going to be caught up in the middle of, especially when you're an empath and super sensitive. So let me be honest with you for a minute. What you're doing right now is constantly trying, constantly learning, and constantly restarting, right? Yes or yes, yes or yes. And it costs more money every time you do that because you're not getting an income. So it's going to cost you more going out. Not only does it cost you that, it costs you your peace. And then your confidence level starts to tank. And it costs your ability to actually relax. So you can't fully enjoy your day at all. And then part of your brain is always whispering, why can't I make this work? What else do I need to do to make it work? What if I run out of funds? What if I never catch up? That's exhausting over and over and over and over. So let me ask you something gently. If you just keep doing what you've been doing or what you're doing now, with the 27 tabs open and a frozen brain and nervous system and phone and computer, where do you think you're going to be 6 months from now? Still searching? Still second guessing? Still watching other people win? Sitting back going, why isn't that me? I can do that. Excuse me. And you're quietly holding your breath. I'm sorry, folks. So, what if 6 months from now, you're the one who can finally exhale? Because you took the minute to look at that blueprint, and you decided you liked it, and you decided you came in at whatever level you could. You got started. You got your gift free of the master resale rights. So, you got that set up going. So, somebody's finding you because you chose one simple path. They find you. And you stayed with it long enough that it actually is paying you back, that you're actually in profit mode. So let's make this real. What would an extra $300 a month do for you and your family? Take the pressure off of groceries? Would it cover a bill, maybe, without panic? Maybe the water bill? Part of the electric bill? Would it help you sleep better? So let's stretch your thinking just a little bit, because in legacy, you have a choice. You can have things in English or Spanish or both. And you can have either 4, 5, or 10 income streams. All up to choices. All up to choices. So what would 900 do for you? What if you all of a sudden saw a deposit in your bank for $900? What would that feel like? You would no longer feel like you're trapped, would you? What if you saw that deposit in your bank for $1,400? So I have to tell you, that's absolutely the top of what you would spend to get all this e-learning. And that would equate to one college course, actually, that you don't get everything you get in here. So what it would feel like to you to all of a sudden somebody found you and they wanted the Spanish bundle and the English bundle with 10 income stream opportunities for them. You have it for them. And you're like, here you go. Take a look at this. And they loved it. They sent you $1,400. Or maybe they did it on a payment plan. That's available too. You can do it any way you need to. It's all about choices, like I said. But that's steady income. What would that give you? And you start following that blueprint even more. You get back in there and you start mastering those marketing skills where you start to earn and learn how to earn 300 a day, 900 a day. Do you know 900 a day is 2,700 a month? Now, a lot of us, that's what was the whole monthly income for the whole month. I mean, the whole income for the year. But 2,700 a month? Yeah, that's not chump change. It's all in here in this huge realm of possibilities. But you have to take that trust. You have to take that first step. And I believe in you. I absolutely believe in you. And if you don't believe you can do it, follow my belief. Take my belief and know that there's so much here for you to support you, to hold you, to keep you going, that it's very, very, very doable. So if you went ahead and stayed with it and got the skills and started making the 900 a day at 27 a month, 2,700 a month, what is that? 328,000 a year? Now, what kind of a yearly income is that? That's pretty darn good, I would say. But you have to learn it. You have to be patient. You can be built up to that. Now, a lot of people in here came in here and got it within the first 6 months. Started just constant, 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 constant. Some of them in here are still little, 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 little. And that's totally how you address it because it's at your time. Whenever you feel like doing it, there's no pressure. And once you have the program, you have it for life. So you could buy it this year and not even start it till next year. It's still there for you. Whenever you need it, it's there for you. If you took that, paid for that college course this year and you had to drop out, you're not going to get back to it, are you? Absolutely not. Or if you are, you're going to have to start over and pay again. So there's so many advantages. So again, if you're interested in what I'm talking about with that simple, simple path and that beautiful blueprint, step by step, with a done for you everything, go up there, link in my bio. Oh, it looks like this. Here, let me show you. I better turn this around so you can see it. Just in case you want this, so you can have this. If you screenshot this, see right here, lovinmydailypay.com. And I'm going to say, I'm a Texas girl, so we dropped the G. And I heard somebody on TV say something else, and they had a G for the end of theirs. And he even said, in Texas, we don't say that. We don't say the G. So no, we're in Texas, we don't. We dropped that G. So loving, screenshot it so you have it. Lovinmydailypay.com. You got it, YouTube? Lovinmydailypay.com. And you're going to get that simple beginner blueprint from me, from how to start making money online and whatever choices you want to. And then you're going to get from me this Mystic's Path to Digital Abundance. I made that for us empaths, for us super sensitives. So got it? Because I'm going to take it away because we're moving on. The best thing about this when you have that screenshot is that you have it on your phone. And haven't we just discussed how much we're always on our phone, going, 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 all those tabs open on our phone or on our computer? So if you manage to screenshot that and you're busy and you got to hop off and you got to go fix lunch or go see what the kids are doing or go cover that plant out there that you forgot to cover before the freeze hits it, or just get that animal inside that decided to run away from you but really needs to be in the house, of course, before it gets too cold, you can go back to it on your phone because it's saved on your camera downloads. And you go, oh, yeah, I wanted to look at that and I haven't had a chance to, but I wanted to look at that. I'm just proud of you that you took the screenshot and that you found it again on your camera roll and you go back and take a look at that blueprint. Then drop your email in there and you'll get an email from me with the blueprint, like I just said. But if you don't see that email from me, don't give up. Check your spam folder or your promotions folder because it could have easily gone there. Could have absolutely easily gone there. So my friends, other thing you do is just comment me. Drop me in here. And for YouTube, drop me down in here. And I'll send you that link for Loving My Daily Pay. That made me jump. My daughter's calling me. She's a little bit north of me. So I guess I better check with her, see how her weather's doing for her. So my friends, I got to go. Thanks for being here with me today. I love you. I love you. Once you get in here, get the blueprint and send me an email if you have any questions. I'll just be waiting to welcome you. So let me know what else you want to talk about tomorrow. If the weather's good enough, I have Wi-Fi. I'll be back. Love you, my friends. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye for now. And YouTube, thanks for being here with me. Gotta find where I am. Yes. Thank you. See you tomorrow.